Greetings, beloved ones, in the love and in the light of our one infinite Creator. I am asking you to remember that you are love. You are created from the love of our infinite Father. All are the same. There is no difference. All are children of the one God, created perfect, in love, in peace, in harmony. I am asking you to look at each other, to look at those you meet as perfect. I am sure you realize you do not do this as often as you should. This should be your nature, to love, reflect your perfection, reflect your Creator. If this were done, many wonderful things would come to all. A feeling of joy, of peace, of contentment, such as you have not known for a long, long time, a very long time. All things are good. All things are perfect. Get yourself out of the way. Let your Creator express through you. This is your objective. Let your Creator express through you. For man in his true form is a spiritual being, containing all the knowledge and wisdom of the universe buried within himself. Not the physical self as you see it here, but the spiritual self and man's whole purpose of being or existence is to find himself, because deep within each man is the Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is a consciousness of love. Love your fellow man, not an emotional love as you know it, but a compassion, knowledge, and a desire to know your fellow man, to serve him in all things. Above all, be just in your dealings with others. There is no greater sin than bearing false witness against another, bringing harm to another, hurting your fellow man. The Master Jesus said, "Love ye one another." In his commandments, he said that the greatest of these was to love one another. So as you go forth, bear these things in mind. Think not first of yourself, but think first of others. Think of what you can do to help another. If you live by these laws, you will find blessings flowing to you in great abundance. Happiness, love, and prosperity come not through selfishness, hate, and greed, but by obeying universal law. Love your neighbor as yourself and do good unto those who wrong you. Never hold hate in your heart, no matter how dark the deeds were against you or who wronged you. Our master teacher said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Hate will only destroy the one who hates, not the one who is hated. Hate and resentment are man's worst enemy. They will destroy him body and soul. These are the things that are most important for us to remember. Let us for a moment consider thought. What is it, my friends, to take thought? Took you then thought today? What thoughts did you think today? What thoughts were part of the original thought today? In how many of your thoughts did the creation abide? Was love contained? and was service freely given. You are not part of a material universe. You are part of a thought. You are dancing in a ballroom in which there is no material. You are dancing thoughts. You move your body, your mind, and your spirit in somewhat eccentric patterns, for you have not completely grasped the concept that you are part of the original thought. That which is infinite cannot be many, for manyness is a finite concept. To have infinity, you must identify or define that infinity as unity. Otherwise, the term does not have any referent or meaning. In an infinite creator, there is only unity. You have seen simple examples of unity. You have seen the prism, which shows all colors stemming from the sunlight. This is a simplistic example of unity. In truth, there is no right or wrong. There is no polarity, for all will be, as you would say, reconciled at some point in your dance through the mind-body-spirit complex, which you amuse yourself by distorting in various ways at this time. This distortion is not in any case necessary. It is chosen by each of us as an alternative to understanding the complete unity of thought, which binds all things. We are not speaking of similar or somewhat like entities or things. Understand, you are everything. Every being, every emotion, every event, every situation. You are unity. You are infinity. You are love, light. Light, love. You are. This is the law of one. You are a spark of the one great original thought of the infinite creator. Say that the creator, in its infinity, in its impossibility of being described, is a vibration. You have that original vibration, which is unconditional love, as the basis of every cell of your being. Without that thought of love, has nothing been made that is made. The things we talk about now are very serious. Man in his present state on our planet must change in order to survive. Many things will take place on this planet. Therefore, man will have to change with the planet. This solar system is moving into an area of space where the vibrations are much higher. This will cause changes in our planet's features. It will also cause changes in our people. The vibrations on the planet will become higher. Therefore, man will have to raise his vibrations in order to exist on our planet. These vibrations can only be raised by the people's thinking. Thinking better thoughts of everything in the creation. More spiritual thinking. Thoughts that will lift the people of earth out of the darkness and mud they have lived in for so long. Understand, the principle of free will still exists. Man may change and live on this planet in a true Father's kingdom, or he may not and destroy himself and be reincarnated back in a third density materialistic world where he will continue to try to learn his lessons. I feel man should change so that he could see the revealment of the Father's kingdom. The gap is widening between those who have spiritual intentions and those who still follow materialistic ways. We are going into a new area of space where we are exposed to new vibrations. Those who are of a positive nature are affected in a positive way, while those who are negative are affected in a negative way. The positive becomes stronger, and so does the negative. It is a point of separation that is taking place. This is a preparation for the greater times when the separation will become more predominant and more noticeable. Then the purpose will be seen and more understood by the positive ones. Going into the new age, the positive will be able to function upon the positive level much easier than they do now. We can make this planet into a much more desirable place to live with a population that is working towards self-development and is trying to reach those higher states of evolution more rapidly. Visualize, if you will, a planet where beings are taught and encouraged to live for one another instead of for oneself. A civilization of people dedicated to the good of all man, where all developments, all things are created with the thought in mind of how they can be best benefited by all of our brothers and sisters. A civilization where man extends his love in equal manner in all of its relations, where his love is so great, so expanding, that it envelops all things. He sees all things as reflections of the one great Creator. If you, my friends, can visualize such a race of men, then you have pictured in your mind's eye what the new age will be like. But before this is reached, there will be many trials and tribulations which man of earth must pass through before reaching this stage. Many will be called, but few will answer. Are you, my friend, going to be among this few? You can be. You can be among this few, for you have been called. You need only to answer, and you answer by the way you express your feelings and your life. It is up to you. You shall make the choice. No one will make it for you. It has been spoken, love ye one another. If this is truly expressed in your consciousness, you need have no fear of your future. When you seek the love and light in all situations, if you do not see it, then be the love and the light, and let your Creator shine through you. It has truly been a pleasure, my honor and duty to speak with you, beloved ones. So go forth, rejoice in the power and in the peace of our one infinite Creator. Adonai.